Hi and welcome to a quick overview of the processes that we undertook as part of the development of our first digital product for our client group, who are young people predominantly 14 to 16 years of age. I'm going to share the learning that I've got here in front of me on a Miro board, which if you are a visual person who enjoys moving information around, like I am, you'll really enjoy it. So we were starting off from the position of knowing that we offer an in-person training session that young people really like, really value, get a lot from. And we had already developed in conjunction with our young people, our users, a dry product, a paper copy of some additional information to support the learning in that session. What we do know from feedback from over a couple of years now is that the young people predominantly report that even though the information is really useful, we developed it in conjunction with them, it's very often lost. It gets tatty, it gets worn, they forget to use it, they forget to refer to it, and over time it's information that gets overlooked, which actually isn't what they would want. They actually want to be reminded of the learning that they had. So we decided already, or were aware, that we had information that had been selected by our users and had been constructed in a way that they found most useful to us, and that this was the information we were going to look to offer on a digital or in a digital format, because we knew that this could be more useful to them, and it would negate the issues which they had identified were problematic for them at the moment. So we're in communication with our young people daily, weekly, and we're able to ask them lots of questions around their use of digital, around their use of information, around what it is that they would want, how is it that they access and digest information online. And these bits of information, these nuggets, were used to inform our processes. I'm going to share a few aspects here which I think we found to be key learning. Young people have short attention spans, they like short videos, and they like information that is presented in a more often visual format, so that be pictures, that be videos. They want to access the information anytime. They're using predominantly mobile phones to access it, and they like to access information usually with a one-click link. So they like something on their homepage of their phone that they can click and it takes them to where they go. We also know, in terms of supporting young people with the project that we do, that continuity and consistency of staff and personnel in the delivery is an important feature that they've reported to us on many occasions. So with that in mind, we were directed or investigated looking at the platform Thinkific, which is wonderful, so easy and so straightforward to use as someone that's not techie. So I'm going to quickly show you what that kind of looked like for us and where this took us. A key learning with this was that we were working primarily on desktop, which we then found out does not always mean, because on desktop it looks good, it's translated to a mobile phone in quite the same way. So a point that we really learned was understanding that actually you've got to double check everything we put on to make sure that it's accessible and it's in the format that we would wish our users to consume it in, and there's no glitches or obvious things to put them off accessing what we're going to be providing to them. We used short videos, really easily created via Canva, and these were basically information that we would normally share in a drive format, but just on video, and I was featured in the videos because I'm the person that offers the in-person training and provides that consistency in communication and that consistency and continuity in connection with our users. We then looked at the processes that we were using. Some of our early feedback, for example, was that actually the registration for the Thinkific wasn't straightforward, so we had to simplify that. We also found out that some of our links weren't working. We had to change that. I've already mentioned that the online mobile version needed tweaking, and we're also still looking at how we're getting feedback via survey within Thinkific. But we're quite excited. We're already moving on in terms of understanding what our learners like, what they don't like, where they think we could improve, and what that might look like. The final point to make is what was really exciting is we can now offer additional information, which in a dry product we couldn't before.